Make a move down the inside if he doesn't get blocked. And he has made the move and there's contact, but he's made it through. So Nick Yellerly used the additional grip that he has from his fresh-ish set of Pirelli tyres. And
that's how it looked on board. He comes up to Bruxelles and pounces.
Yeah, I mean, that was all worked, as I mentioned, coming up through Rouge. We had very deep, actually, into Bruxelles, and maybe Lucas Auer thought maybe there may be a way of coming back, but the reality...
All the track limit drivers have been reset. Everyone starts on 0. Whoops, this is what happened to number 10 Audi down at La Source. Oof, it was quite a moment, wasn't it?
Fourth position. And I mean, I don't know how many cars are ahead of them in the class. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good, 8 cars ahead of that. That's not good to see.
No.
Going in, so the front wheels never got put back on. So are they suffering from?
It's very much, moving the Bathurst 12 hours up in its terms of overall global awareness. Into the barriers, the number 83, turn 17 for number lovers. That is the exit of Blanchimont.
Nowhere scary at all.
No. So that car is off very
It's Dorian
firmly.
Pan, it's the Iron Dames Lamborghini. Not that she'd only just taken that over, really.
Yeah.
We saw it in the pits just before we came.
The pit lane, there is Dorian Pan, there is the Lamborghini, there are lights on, and she's got all the front lights. She's trying to get the car fired up. You can see the marshal there. Okay, at some stage, the marshals will be told by race control, okay, it won't start, you need to tow around to there, because the 270 k's flat out up the hill here.
Right, the Van der Lindes have really made good their escape. Kelvin ahead of Sheldon, because Timo Bogoslawski is third in that queue, but about to be passed with a big challenge from the number 63 Lamborghini. And of course, where's that in the overall wrecking? Way down, it was 51st last time I checked.
It doesn't heat its tyres very quickly. Somebody in trouble.
It's Mercedes pulling off at the side of the circuit, trying to work out which
number
number two. So it's the Get Speed car. It's Andrei Lewandowski, fallen to 57th position, limping home, but doing a great job. He's got a deflated.
Probably come off the safety car and felt a vibration and just thought, okay, the temperature's gone out of the tyres. It's fine. It's not a deal. It's not a problem. That's not him. That's the number 10 Boots and VDS car. So that's an Audi with a left front puncture.
Do you think they combined?
2 into 1. Oh, so the Mercedes got clobbered as the Audi cut the inside of the corner, bounced off the curbs into the Mercedes. So that was a
trio of cars coming down the hill, and the car right in behind him, looking one way, looking the other. The Ulsterman, Dan Harper, in that 998 BMW in 4th place, but for how much longer? He's got the run coming up the hill, out of rally he goes. He can only see part of the rear of the car because he's so close, and he's got a car right behind him, blinding, dazzling him, and that's who's doing that? It's Lawrence Van Toor.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about the Van der Linde brothers, and of course the Van Toors are. So real pressure on Chavez. Whoa, here's the Porsche.
That's Earl Bamber, so he's a driver, Le Mans winner down there, down in 43rd, 44th position, 44th for car number 23.
And in fact,
that's the Grove family Porsche. He's helping to run, but he's not, doesn't want to get out of the way, but he's trying not to interrupt this battle. In fact, the best way is to overtake the car in front and pull away. That's what Earl is trying to do. They keep going around the outside on that sort of right-hand kink as they go past the endurance. He's got ahead of Matthias Drudy. Now he's chopped him, so the progress for Drudy will be abated. And coming up, this is the chance now for Chavez to get onto his rear. He'll get a double toe up the hill. Doubly leading the race. That's car number 32, but just showing why he's definitely one of the up-and-coming stars in GT3 racing. Dan Harper making that move. Neat, tidy.
They're run by the same team, but you have to treat them as totally different entities, and if one is quicker, you must allow it to go past. You must.
You're not just racing against your teammate. It could gain, as you say, 2 or 3 seconds at the end of the race. It can be that close in a 24-hour race. Yeah. So up into 3rd place, Dan Harper. He's now just half a second clear of teammate Marco Wittmann. But what are they trying to do? Catching both of them for a couple of laps of being the driver in 5th place, Kelvin van der Linde. That is why. So Dan Harper up into 3rd place, teammate Marco Wittmann. More experience, just as much pace, but at this point in the race, Dan Harper is faster. Wise move. And that is jinking past them.
So this is into Les Combes.
There's the Vincenzo Sospiri Racing car, VSR on the rear wing, right up in front. Now what happens next? Side by side, and round it rotates, and there is nowhere to go for the number 4 at all. Very bad luck for the CrowdStrike Racing by Riley entry there. But if you get caught in the gravel, well, look, there is nowhere to go with the Lamborghini spinning in front of the third car came through. That was the ST Racing car as well.
So who would...
Okay, they're there now, and you can be sure the pedal is right to the metal on the throttle. And oh, what a great response from Kevin Estre. He's got this bang on, but it's a short run up to La Source.
Didn't you see the way that Estre swung out really wide to the right-hand side to square it off, to V off the corner and try and give himself the longest run down to La Source? Even an extra yard makes a difference, and through he goes, straight through into the lead. Well, that was over and done and dusted to the offline areas. I mean, look at it.
So the CrowdStrike Porsche goes through. Yeah, Dennis Marshall, that was a massive save, and he's right in front of
the things that going to safety car and then staggering all the field so that all the quick guys are at the front. It does have that advantage that it allows the pro battle up front. I mean, look on the right-hand column there of your timing bar. All those white background numbers are pro cars. It's only Thomas Laurent in the gold Audi, gold class Audi, and 188, the bronze class McLaren that are in the top 20 basically. Everything else is a pro category car. And the ones that aren't have had...
Number 81 Mercedes, so who spun first? It's, well, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Is that, well, the Lamborghini spinning. How did the Mercedes end up on the other side of the track? Here it is, coming backwards. No, there's the Lamborghini sitting sideways. And the Thieber car, it caught the tail. So the Mercedes that caused the incident got away scot-free around the outside of the gravel trap. And really, unfortunately for Yannick Mettler, it was about the 10th car pass, but unfortunately the tail of the Lamborghini was in the track. It was then rotated through 180 degrees. There you can see the hit from the bottom of the hill. Great direction there to pick up all of that, and neither party was the guilt of that one little problem, and it's cost them so much. But right now they can run with the front runners.
Oh! Come back, baby.
Well, I think that was the number 17 Audi. I think that was Nicky Team. No, hold on, he was back in the line.
70
Lamborghini, the Live Motorsport car at turn 7.
And also, and this may come as less of a surprise as well, 159, the Garage 59 McLaren is an official retirement. So we saw Nick Kiergaard brought the car in, and there was a shattered brake bell and what remained of an enormous disc on the floor, and it looks like it was not just a broken brake.
Yes, one does feel that it took two to tango in that circumstance. We'll get full official confirmation as what entirely is broken. We'll feel suspension is part of that mixture.
Battle for second, PRT on the left of your picture, Prining.
That's
the 20.
Niederhauser coming through to try and unlap himself. He's now got to catch up with the race lead.
Yeah, the VSR car. So...
Oh, not Ricky Cappo, sorry, 60.
Max Pavarud brought it in. So Vincenzo Sospiri's team with an overheating issue on that car, and that's this lap.
I've been in the pits that long, only 4.5 minutes.
No, 3 laps till Nico Varoni gets a spot back. Yeah, it's only been in recently, but overheating may not be a quick fix.
Sorry, 4.5 minutes into its stint, so rather than the pit stop time. No, it was a pit stop time, it's still running up, so it's still in the pits now.
On into an exiting Campus, and loops it around on the exit, carried on a tiny bit of extra speed. Here we go on board. It wasn't the speed, it was too much curb on the inside. This is Piff Puff, so this is exit now, Piff Puff, and you're coming down the hill into Campus. No, it was. Changed his mind midway round, and I'm afraid that's always going to be the case. He was worried he was going out too wide.
Using the gold class last year, but it's a maximum of a platinum-ranked driver, so super high, 2 silvers and a bronze. So you can understand one driver is much quicker than the other, and that clearly is Mattia Caroli. And we've got probably 2 cars involved.
That is halfway up the Kemmel Straight, and coming through the shot there with the pink. Him off to the right-hand side.
They were running 5th and 6th at the time, covered by 0.3 of a second on the start-finish line. This is on board with Charles Weerts, car 32. Well, he's been given a thump up the rear, so he's completely innocent in all of that. But then that horrific moment, you're sitting facing sideways on, and then fortunately for him going off the side of the track, so out of the way of all the other cars behind.
That wasn't Verhagen going side to side, that was Weerts.
That was Weerts.
Got turned around.
Yeah, Weerts went to the right and then across to the left.
Spat across.